Today, we're going to be checking out my new Redseven Amp Central EVO and comparing it to my 2Notes Captor X. This is going to be a little bit different format of a video because while I'm not going into every single feature of the Amp Central EVO, there are a lot of cool features. Just to kind of give an overlay, it's not just a reactive load box and IR loader. You can use it as an attenuator. It does have a really cool feature where you can actually blend IRs and even have those go out in stereo. So you can have a stereo signal for recording or for live. It'd be really cool in recording to be able to have different options available. There are effects loops in this thing. There is so much cool stuff going on in it, but we're just going to touch basically on how does it do as a reactive load and you know with an IR, and how does it sound. Now, I think it sounds absolutely incredible, and that's the reason that I picked it up. It sounds absolutely fantastic, but I wanted to compare it to my Captor X, and I found that it was pretty surprising the differences there using the exact same IR. Now, we are using my DV77 and VM1265 IR I use on the channel all the time, exact same IR in both. That one is mostly the DV77, just a hair of the VM1265, and I do have a Dropbox link down below if you want to check that out for yourselves. Totally free. I just wanted to do a brief in mix. I did something really slow and chuggy because I didn't want, you know, there to be like a super fast thing and really fast band mix around it, kind of clouding up anything. I want to just have a simple in mix with some just big chunky riffs so any differences could jump out. But then we're going to also hear this outside of a mix. I'm just going to play a couple of the clips back and forth between the two IR loaders so that you guys can hear the differences, and then we'll talk about it a bit. Let's check it out. So I was definitely surprised at how much more I like the Redseven. It's fuller sounding, it's just wider and more 3D. It feels like I'm getting the full image of the IR and what it was with the speaker and cabinet than I am with the Captor. The Captor has a little less low end, it's a little less full on the low end, but it also has this interesting thing going on with the top end where it's almost kind of got this extra fizz to it that's just not there with the Redseven. So I'm glad I did the comparison. Not to say the Captor X is bad. I used it for years and gotten a ton of great recordings out of it. No regrets there at all. Super powerful unit. It also has a bunch of its own features, you know, a couple of outputs. Both loaders have their own digital noise gates built in, but of course you get the DYN IRs with the tune-out stuff where you get to move a couple of microphones around and get your own custom setups. It's something, of course, you can't do in the Redseven. This also has, you know, the EQ and then the different reverb options available for you as well. If you're looking for just a host of options, the Captor X is still going to be great for you. But in my case, what I really need is just a handful of my IRs that I use, and really my main one IR to just sound as good as possible and as close to the real thing as possible for my own music and for stuff I do on the channel. So I have moved over to the Amp Central EVO. Something else that's worth noting too, the Amp Central EVO is over twice the size of the Captor X, but it's also way quieter, way quieter. The fan in the Captor X is definitely louder than the EVO. I don't even hear the EVO going, but the Captor X is definitely louder. Not distractingly loud, but you'll hear it. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. I hope that this comparison was somewhat helpful. I will have links down below to both of these if you want to check out any of these. Like I said, they're both going to be able to get you great results, but personally, for my money, that Redseven is pretty hard to beat. Would love to know your thoughts. Put those comments down below. Thanks for watching. Stay metal.